Hello, nail fam and nail babes. Welcome back to the channel where I try to eliminate your nail struggles so you don't have to. Nevertheless, thank you very much for coming back to the channel. If you are new, I appreciate you coming over to our slice of said YouTube universe. Okay, universe. Thank you very much. If you are oldie but goodie, just like your new people, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate you and I love you so very much, and thank you so much for coming here. And if you haven't, hit that like and subscribe button, because guess what? I have lots of banter on this channel and I am trying to show you all the nail stuff because you want the nail information. So come on back so I can show you. Today we're going to deal with chroming, because let me tell you something. I love chroming, but you know, sometimes you may not know exactly what to do in order to get the best outcomes. Chroming is actually one of my very favorite things to do. However, let me tell you, if done improperly, or you don't know how to do the prep for it, guess what? That sucker's gonna chip. That sucker's gonna peel off on you, and you're gonna be like, you know what, this some bull. I done spent my money on some bull, and I don't want you to spend your money on some bull. You just need to know how to use it. So here I am, your friendly neighborhood little nail lady that's just gonna show you how to do stuff, okay? All right, so I prepped a couple of nail tips here, and I have prepped them, put on some base coat, because it's a couple things that I want to be able to show you all. And I'm going to show you some different things that you can do and different methods that you can use with chrome in order to help you to get different effects. So this here is the iGel Beauty Jet Black Polish. So okay, this is usually one of the best bases that you want to use in terms of using a black gel polish in order to get the effect that you want to get for your chromes, to bring them out, to really make them look more vibrant, so to say. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take one of my trusty little swatch sticks here, and I'm going to go ahead and paint that black. Nothing special, just, you know, flat painting on the nail tip. And I usually do a base coat with all of my polishes for the simple fact, for me, I've noticed it is just smoother application when I do so. So depending on the system that I'm using, I tend to use the base coat. And that with it, so if you're having some problems with wrinkling, or it's maybe not applying as smoothly as you want to on the nails, you can see here, even if I zoom in a little bit, you can see just how smooth that polish has gone on. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick that in the lamp and go ahead and give that a cure. And the next one we're gonna do, believe it or not, is that we are going to do a hot pink polish. This happens to be Cosmopolitan. You can use any neon pink polish, and I'm going to show you why you would want to use a neon pink polish. For gel polish, sometimes I like to give them a little shake or a little stir in my hand in order to make sure that the pigment on the bottom is mixed up a little bit for it. And I'm going to go ahead and paint this particular nail. Like, I love this color because, I mean, it is literally like a neon pink, in my opinion. So I love doing this with, it doesn't matter if it's gel potted polish or one of the potted brands. Go ahead, I'm going to paint that on, and I'm going to show you why you would want to use a hot pink color to get some of the chroming effects in that you're looking for. Okay, and then last but not least, I'm going to use baby powder from iGel Beauty, which is just pretty much just your standard white gel polish. I'm going to back this up a little bit so that we can make sure our camera is seeing things in focus here. So I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and polish that. Okay, we're going to make sure it's just on the nail. Okay, and then I'm going to show you some different methods in that you can use in order to help you. Now, I double cure my whites, blacks, and neon. So if the LED polish costs for 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you right now, cure that sucker for 60 seconds. If it costs for 60, cure for 120. The reason that you want to do that is because for polishes that are like black, your whites, and neons, a lot of times the lamp can have a hard time unless there is a significant amount of photo initiators. And if you don't know, a photo initiator is just pretty much a chemical and that they put in polish in order to help it to harden up under LED or LED CFL or UV LED, I'm sorry, wavelength, so that the polish can harden on the nail. So you want to make sure that you have very good polish when you are doing this. I have done this with some cheaper nail polish brands. This is inexpensive. They kept having a 60% off sale. I don't think you can no longer get the 60% off sale unless you join their little monthly club that they have. So I was very blessed to be able to get this while it was 60% off, only paying like $3 or $4 for both the lacquer and the gel polish set. Nevertheless, we've done our curing, and I'm going to show you all. Some of you all have seen this in my nail organization. This is just how I organize and keep my chromes. I tend to organize them by the specific color and you know, just making it easy for myself. So I'm going to show you some tools in that, and I'm just going to pick a couple of colors. I think I'm going to choose this. Let's go for the lighter one here. We're going to choose this holographic chrome here, and then I'm probably going to go ahead and try this purpley blue one because it's awesome and I like blue. Love blue, as a matter of fact. So all right, so let's get into it, shall we? So let me show you some of the tools that you can use to chrome with. You can use a silicone tool. Well, that actually worked. You can use a silicone tool like what I have here. They come with bigger heads and that on them, but I don't have the bigger head silicone tools. They usually are at an angle. This is a tool that you can use to help burnish the chrome into the nail. Or you can use an eyeshadow applicator. You should have probably seen my cheap useful nail supply video where this is in my trip to the dollar store. You can actually get a pack of 20 of these from the dollar store. Okay, you can also use a glove, or you know, anything like a finger, they call them finger condoms, and that, to be able to have it wrap it around your hand to be able to burnish the chrome into your hand. And last but not least, my favorite method, la digiotes. Okay, my la digits. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you cannot have oil on your fingertip when you're doing this. I have some shea butter and that all over my hands. So what I'm gonna do is just take, you know, my homemade little wipe that's here, some alcohol, and I'm gonna wipe my fingertips off. Okay, make it easy for myself if you are going to use your la digiotes. Okay, so let's start with the first nail. So this is just black nail polish on that. So I'm going to show you the difference between, especially if you're trying to get a rose gold look. So if you are trying to chrome, like I'm going to show you, because like I said, I'm just use my finger, and I just usually take the chrome and I usually just burnish this into the nail to kind of get that chromey look. Okay, this looks extremely pink on here. Okay, and as you see, as I keep chroming in here, it literally just gets beautiful, it gets shiny, you get your nice little chrome look. Okay, now I am going to show you what this same color looks like on neon pink. So it's the same color, and let's watch that be burnished in, and you can see that it comes out a totally different color based on the background of the nail that you're looking for. So if you were looking for something a little more pinky or even rose gold, because I have mixed these two colors together, I might as well go ahead and show you. Let's see if I can go ahead and get that open right quick. I have used these two colors mixed together to kind of get a perfect rose gold color, in my opinion. So I'm just going to use just a smidget of the gold, just a la smidget, and rub that right on top of the pink. And you can see that rubbing it on the background really changes the effect of the color that you end up getting. So as you see, this is what the color looks like when it's on a black background. This is what it looks like on a neon pink background. And finally, last but not least, I'm going to show you what it looks like on the back of a white background. Okay, I don't tend to take the sticky layer off, so just so you know, I usually do not wipe it off my nail. I literally go in, and as you see, chrome can get a little bit messy, but that's just the name of the game when you're just doing nail stuff. Okay, sometimes nail stuff is nasty, it's just messy, it's messy, it's messy, it just is what it is. Okay, nothing but a little wet wipe can't fix. But as you can see, I'm gonna go ahead and put that chrome to the side, and I'm gonna take my nice little wipe here that I wipe my fingers off with in order to clean up this chrome. Okay, it helps, you know. Some nowadays they have like the new chrome pins and things like that. I'm just old-fashioned. It doesn't bother me to have to clean off my fingernail off some chrome. Okay, but you can see how the same color, and I'm gonna zoom in for you a little bit. You can see how the same color gives you literally 3 different effects when you are trying to chrome the polish on the nail. So hold on. you can literally see how you get almost 3 different effects. And I'm going to put them close in the camera. This is on a black background. Oops, I didn't change it to autofocus. That would probably help. You can see this is what it looks like on the back of a black background. Okay. This is what the same color looks like on a hot pink background. And this is what that same color looks like on a white background. Okay, so let me go ahead and put all of those next to each other, and you can see how each color can look very, very different, giving yourself multiple options for how to chrome, basically based on whatever the background color is on the nail it is that you're using. This is the same color used on black, hot pink, and white. And so I'm here to tell you that you can expand your chrome collection, you can expand your nail collection just by using what you have and just learning how to use it. Now here's the second thing that I want you to know about chrome. Chrome has a tendency to peel and chip off of the nail if it is not prepped correctly. Now here is exactly what I mean. Besides making sure that the polish is on, when you go to seal the chrome, that's where it absolutely matters. And this was a trick I learned a while ago from Dortica Patrick here on YouTube a few years ago when it comes to chrome. And I'm going to back the camera up so that you can see this. I usually take a file, and after my nail has been chromed, I literally go and I just kind of etch. I'm going to turn it this way. I literally go and I etch the sides of the nail. Okay, literally etch all the sides of the nail. You just have to be very careful how you do this so that you do not, mess up the polish. Okay, so I literally etch the sides, and I usually take a dry wipe and just go along the sides. Okay, then once I finish doing that, then I go ahead and put my top coat. Now I'm letting you know, I have a bottle of No Cleanse top coat. You want to use No Cleanse white top coat. I have this one marked glitter. I use this one specifically for my glitter and chromes. For my matte polish, I have a whole separate bottle of No White top coat because I don't want to contaminate the polish, and I'm trying to go on and put a pure stark white or black polish on someone and it's contaminated with glitter or chrome polish. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and give that a cure. So that's the black one. Okay, then we have the hot pink one, and we're just going to go ahead and give that a cure. Let's go ahead, first go ahead and wipe that with some polish. Okay, all right, make sure that's nice and smooth. Cure that, and last but not least, we're going to go ahead and cure the chrome that we had on our white background. I tend to make my polish just for when I'm painting it on, I tend to paint it on super thin. Okay, kind of thick, but I'm trying to get off a lot of that product. All right, let that settle for a second, and then go ahead and give that a cure. Now the second, or I think we're on the third step. Forgive me. We're on the third step. We're on the third step. Yes, we are. I believe we are. All right. I have to put the little singing in onto everyone. All right. And then once you go ahead and give that a cure, you've etched the sides, you've gone ahead and you etched the sides, you've gone ahead and polished it, and then you've gone ahead and give it a cure. I double cure. Okay. Because I'm telling you right now that if you don't, it is going to come back and bite you in said rump cake bone. Okay, just bite you in your rump cake bone simply because you didn't take proper steps to make sure this bull was on your nails right. Okay, all right, so the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to go ahead and put a second coat of top coat. Okay, and I do try to make sure that that second layer of top coat is painted on relatively thin but smooth, covering everything from the cuticle to the tip. Okay, you want to make sure you cover it from the top of the nail down to the bottom of the nail, and go ahead and give that a double cure as well. Once you have completed that all on one hand, it's very simple. You just go ahead and polish up one hand, put that in the lamp, and while they're going ahead and waiting for that one to finish, you go ahead and polish the second hand, and then go ahead and cure. And by the time you do that, it's time for you to go ahead and complete your second coat of top coat. And I make sure that the sides are well covered, because usually if it's going to chip, it's going to chip from the sides, or it can be a place where the client tends to pick at the edge because it's starting to peel up a little bit. Okay, and so once you have done that, and you've done your second layer of top coat, you're able to pull your nail out, and I'm telling you right now, you are going to have more longevity if you use chrome. If you're trying to put artwork on top of this, I would definitely say paint it with a matte top coat. Okay, once you put down, like, I'm gonna tell you the trick is this, because chrome has a tendency to show everything. So if you want your chrome to come out and it's not going to show every imperfection, go ahead, first paint it with a coat of your regular no cleanse top coat. Okay, cure that for about 60 seconds. Okay, at least double the time. I'm telling you, you want this sucker to last. And then you want to go over it after you've cured it with your matte top coat. Once you have done that, you will have less tendency for the chrome to show any type of imperfections. You may see a little imperfection in here because of where I stuck my fingernail in it, but hey, this is for instructional purposes so that you can not make the same mistakes. Okay, and so once you have done that, you will be able to have a nicely chromed nail. And now you know some of my secret tips and tricks so that it won't chip or won't peel off on you, and then you'll be able to get a chrome nail that will not show every imperfection, as long as you pretty much long as you have put down a layer of your no cleanse, the regular shiny top coat, and then coat it with matte, and then go ahead with your nail art if that's what it is that you're trying to do. Okay, so hopefully you all learned something. If you haven't hit like or subscribe, you know, go ahead, hit that button, come on back for the information. Nevertheless, you know exactly what it is that I'm about to say, people. Life is too short to have boring nails. And we're out.